Hi, welcome to this tutorial video on searching and archiving notes. So one of the things you may want to do as you start to build up a collection of notes, or you have more than just a few, is be able to search for specific things that you know that you've used notes for, or maybe images or whatever it happens to be. So there is a search bar across the top. This actually has a really nice way of filtering searches. Again, this is in the web-based version here. So I can search by lists. So anything that's got those check boxes shows up. I can also search by anything with an image. So any of my notes that have images, if I know I took some pictures of something, maybe I was making notes for a project or potential option. Also anything that's got an audio recording. Again, we'll look at that in a second in our mobile app, as well as anything that's got a drawing. So there's some nice filtering tools. You can also search by specific locations or places or people that you've collaborated with or colors that you have. You can also obviously type in traditional search terms. Okay, so there's anything with those. So very similar to searching your email. So it's got a pretty powerful search engine inside of Google Keep. Additionally, you can archive your notes, very similar to if you archive things in Google Classroom. Archive basically means you're going to take them off of this main screen. So we're not going to delete the note. So if you wanted to delete a note, you can use your three dots and you can come in and you can actually physically delete that note and it fully disappears. But let's say you've got a note that you know you want to use over and over again, or maybe you want to share with kids, or it's a game day checklist or something that you want to do and you want to create, and you want to, once it's done, you want to save it for later so you can come back or pull it later. You can archive that note. So you can simply take the note, click on this little box, or if we're opening it, this sort of box that looks like a download button with the down arrow, and I can archive that. And that actually takes it off my active home page, but it doesn't delete it. And if I come over here to archive, there are notes that I have saved or archived. So they're not in full use, but I can come back and I can see them work. I can reactivate them later. So I can come in here and I can either make a copy of that note to sort of use a different version of it, or I can come back and I can click the unarchive button, which will move it back up into the notes page. I can also make a copy of that note here from the three dots, and that will again make a duplicate very similar to any other make a copy features. You can also create labels, which effectively let you store or like folders for those. So I can, right here, I've got tech class. So when I come in here, I can actually go through and I can label those. That basically helps me organize my notes, very similar to labels in email or in Gmail. You can do those, and you can do that by clicking edit labels, and you can create a new label if you want. Right now I only have one. I don't generally keep too many active notes up where I have to go through and sort them or find them, but you can certainly use that storage or organizational system as well. So again, that is archiving your notes, labeling your notes, as well as any sort of search feature inside of Google Keep.